2018 was ushered in with fanfare and fireworks at the One Lagos Fiesta, where fun lovers gathered at the Eco-Atlantic city as they awaited the arrival of the new year. The crossover countdown was spiced with celebratory performances from prominent Nigerian musicians.
Residents in Lagos State converged at the Eco-Atlantic city to usher in the new year with fanfare, merriment, music and live performances combined with fireworks as the countdown to 2018 begins. The ecstatic crowd is entertained with different numbers from top Nigerian celebrities, including Humble Smith, Fuji music maestro Adewale Ayuba, celebrity disc jockey DJ Spinal, amongst others. And then comes the moment everyone has been waiting for. Loud bangs and colorful light rend the air as the old paves way for the new. And in the usual tradition, the new year arrives with new expectations, aspirations, and resolutions.
2018, I want to marry, and I want to have my own business.
And I wish God to provide for me to be there, whatever anything I need, God should give it to me. And I wish everybody happy New Year.
Better things, better job opportunities, better care of my family. That's my aspiration.
The merriment continues as more top-rated acts take turns to perform.
Now, away from the New Year festivities, it was a sad way to begin 2018 for residents of Anumana Chiefdom in Sanga local government area of Kaduna State, as their traditional ruler, Gambo Makama, and his wife were killed by gunmen today. It's the latest in the series of attacks on communities in southern Kaduna by gunmen suspected to be herdsmen. Last week, 2 communities in Jama local government area were attacked by gunmen, killing no fewer than 11 people. Governor Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State condemned the assassination of the traditional ruler and his wife by gunmen. The governor's spokesperson, Samuel Aruwan, described the killing of the monarch as a calculated threat to peace and a most unfortunate attempt to intrude into the new year. Governor El-Rufai has also directed security agencies to investigate the criminal act and bring the assailants to justice. Meanwhile, the River State Police Command has confirmed the killings of several persons by hoodlums in the early hours of New Year's Day in Ogba, Egbema, and Doni local government area of the state. Eyewitnesses told Channels Television that the death toll could be up to 16. The victims were reported to be returning from a night service when they were attacked by gunmen who opened fire on the unsuspecting people. The Police Public Relations Officer of the command, DSP Nnamdi Omoni, said the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations in the state had led a team of officers to the scene, adding that a full-scale investigation into the matter has begun. Meanwhile, the River State government has condemned the attack with a promise to assist the police to unravel those behind the heinous crime. And from there, it's on to the business news of the day, and here is Emana Amawe.
You first. First Bank.
Hello and welcome to Business News. Nigeria's implementation of the revised import and export documentation for foreign trades takes effect from today, January the 1st. The policy reduces the timeline for processing of export proceeds, known as Form NXP, in order to free up constraints in the ease of doing business. With the new policy, the new timeline for processing Form NXP by authorized dealers is 48 hours from the receipt of application. Authorized dealers are also mandated to file their returns to the CBN within the period. The revised import and export policy includes the controversial palletization of goods. Nigeria is concentrating more on infrastructure development in 2018 as President Muhammadu Buhari looks to achieve more efficiency in some of the ongoing projects across the country. Reacting to the president's New Year address while speaking on Channels Television, the chief executive at Financial Derivatives Company, Mr. Bismarck Ruwani, expresses concern on the missing link between roads, repairs, energy and the pipelines.
In addition to rail reactivation, which is important, what I didn't see was the rehabilitation of the pipelines. I think the Federal Executive Council approved the Abuja-Kano-Kaduna gas pipeline infrastructure. And I think that was not put into the speech, but there's a massive program towards pipeline rehabilitation.
For gas?
For gas and for petrol and crude to the Kaduna refinery. When you do that simultaneously with the rail, you will save our roads from wear and tear. Most of the trucks that are flying the roads today are carrying cargo which will go by rail. They're carrying petrol which will go by pipelines. And then when you save the roads, you also save lives. The power sector needs forbearance for the people that have invested in this thing because they invested with their eyes blind. They thought they were going to make money, but they actually lost money. Secondly, the banks have put money out there with high interest rates. So there's need for forbearance and intervention to ensure that those who bought these assets blindly can actually turn them around.
Well, that's it on Business News tonight. I'm Imana Amawen. I wish you a very good 2018.
You first. First Bank.
And we're back to celebrating the year 2018, this time from outside our shores, specifically in South Africa, where like all other parts of the world, the new year was heralded with lots of gratitude and great expectations for an even greater year. Some of the people Channels Television spoke with wished for nothing but the very best for everyone in 2018. Our Johannesburg Bureau Chief, Betty Dibia, reports.
It is my hope and prayer that we will have a prosperous 2018.
Happy New Year to our family.
It was indeed an eventful 2017, a truly mixed bag that ended with the emergence of a new leader for South Africa's ruling African National Congress.
We declare Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa as the new president of the African National Congress.
We are called upon to act against corruption, as our declaration says. We are also called upon to act against collusion and other economic crimes prevalent in both the public sector as well as the private sector.
2018 is filled with annually renewed hope for a greater year ahead, and we heard from real royalty.
The year 2018 is a year of hope, and it's a year we should look up to with a lot of expectation, and we should do everything to be together in peace, work in peace, cooperate with the government to ensure that the programs of government are implemented.
We also heard from entertainment royalty.
To my fellow Nigerians and channel viewers, this is going to be the year of your life. Happy New Year.
Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your homie Stanley Eno from Cameroon. You can call me Mr. Caramel. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year on Channels. Let's go.
I wish you a Happy New Year. Enjoy 2018. Follow your dreams. Push. Don't give up. Take risk.
From Nigerians living in South Africa and friends of Nigeria alike, it's best wishes all round.
Happy New Year to everyone. This new year will be a year of success, a year of progress, and a year of fulfillment of promises.
Happy New Year 2018. The year we pray shall be the beginning of a new dawn in our nation.
Happy New Year, my people. 2018 be better than all the previous years put together.
And the final word comes from the United Nations #2 officer.
You know, it is one about taking a recommitment to being unified, because, you know, we are better together than apart. We have a great leader in President Buhari, and I think we need to get behind him and realize our aspirations.
From us as well, it's a very happy 2018. From Johannesburg, South Africa, Betty Dibia, Channels Television News.
Well, it wasn't only in South Africa that New Year was ushered in with much fanfare. There was a lot of celebration and excitement in other parts of the world. Here's a look at that.
The Asia-Pacific was the first region in the world to welcome the New Year with a spectacular display of fireworks. Thousands gathered at Victoria Harbour in Hong Kong for a 10-minute musical fireworks show launched from both land and sea. In Europe, London's Big Ben was temporarily turned back on to help crowds ring in the new year. Big Ben chimes have been silenced since August for a 4-year-long restoration project. Also, more than 100,000 people gathered on the banks of the River Thames to greet the new year. New Year celebrations in the French capital, Paris, attracted not only Parisians, but many tourists from around the world. Over in the United States, the crowds counted down the final hours of 2017 with a lineup of live musical acts, including Nick Jonas. And then came the long-awaited ball drop, a tradition that dates back to 1907. Finally, in the northern Iraqi town of Tel Aviv, Christians celebrated New Year for the first time in 3 years, finally safe from Islamic State. The militant Islamic State group overran Tel Aviv in 2016 and forcibly displaced its 12,000-strong Chaldean Christian community.
Still ahead on the news at 10, Liverpool, Leicester City and Newcastle United record victories in the English Premier League New Year's Day fixtures. That'll be in the sports news. Please stay on with us.